nature is kind of noisy. I'm here in my backyard doing this introduction, mainly because I've got this new wireless microphone that I'm trying out. I think it works pretty good. I think it's going to help the quality of my recordings quite a bit. Last weekend, I was in Royal Oak, Michigan with my wife, and we were visiting our daughter and her husband. You know that I like toy trains and die-cast cars, and I've had good luck finding them on eBay or trains.com. Train shows are always good, and even Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist are good sources for toy trains and die-cast cars. Where I didn't expect to find them was at a farmer's market. In Royal Oak, Michigan, they have a nice downtown area, and on the weekends, they take this, I would call it a warehouse, and on Saturdays, it's a farmer's market that has all the stuff you would expect at a farmer's market. Fresh fruit, flowers, good food to eat. But on Sundays, they turn it into an antique market. I kind of think of it as a flea market. And I wasn't too hopeful that I would find something there on Sunday, but I was with some people I really care about. So whether I found something or not, I knew it would be a good time. But I was lucky. I found two cool things, and I'd like to show them to you right now. And of course, when I say it's noisy in my backyard, all the birds are quiet. Here are two toys that I found last weekend at a flea market in a suburb just north of Detroit, Michigan. The little car is plastic and made by Fun Mate. I didn't know that until I looked it up. But the truck and its matching trailer are die-cast from Matchbox. Both toys are from the 1970s, and both were really cheap. This Matchbox auto carrier is part of the Super Kings line. I always liked the Super Kings because many models were close in scale to my Lionel trains, so they looked natural together. This truck, though, is proportioned to work with the smaller super fast cars from Matchbox, which is why I never had this as a kid. Well, that's part of the reason why I never had this when it was new. The main reason was that it didn't seem realistic to me. There were no trucks like this on the road, especially ones with chrome interiors and dual engines right behind the driver's seat. The vendor didn't have the tractor and trailer together. They were actually 3 tables away from each other, but I knew that they were meant to be a set. Both were dusty and dirty, but the paint underneath the grime, that looked pretty good. It's amazing what you can do with a little water and Dawn dishwashing detergent and an old toothbrush. I think this is going to turn out pretty nicely. I didn't want to put the whole thing under the faucet because of the paper stickers on the trailer. And it turns out that just a little light cleaning
was all it took to bring this back to nearly new condition. There were a few Lionel trains at the flea market, nothing I'd really call a bargain, but how could I pass up this plastic Ford Thunderbird for only $1? This is a very light car because it was meant to be launched across the floor from a trigger-activated spring hidden inside the shell. Mine is missing the launch trigger, which goes into a hole in the rear bumper, but I used to have a few of these when I was a kid. It's a little bigger than 1/43rd scale, but the interesting part is that these were not really for individual sale. If you saw the sticker on the bottom earlier, you may have noticed that Procter & Gamble was written on the label. That's because these were originally included when you bought Tide or Downy or Dreft laundry detergent back in the 70s. So the Thunderbird was $1. How much was the Matchbox truck? Just $8. So that's a pretty good Sunday morning, I'd say. And it was even nicer to do it with my wife and one of my daughters. It was a good day. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and until next time, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.